And yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the male soap opera moment, your favorite wrestling show. And why? Well, it's not me. It's not me. It's Damascus Dez and Vinny Bucci. And we are here to preview all things Backlash coming up in hours, y'all. Hours from St. Louis in Missouri. I think that's how you say it. Missouri, right?
I
Some would
believe it's
say Missouri.
Missouri. You know,
One second. Check your phone wins. Again? I mean, you are the champion, so I'm gonna do it again. Vincent Kennedy Bucci texting me. My apologies. I have been informed that my introduction has once again been deemed disrespectful. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the greatest of all time, the man that every lady dreams of having his pizza baby, gracing Wen's world with his presence, the one true prediction champion, Vincent Kennedy Bucci. I'll do it. I'm going to acknowledge him. And of course, on the road to Damascus, blinded by the light, is the one and only Damaskian Lycan. Welcome back to Wen's World, gentlemen. We have quite a bit to talk about. I say we get to it. First things first, one last time, and I think you know, if you know, where we're about to go here. As John Cena takes on Randy Orton in the squared circle. A little bit of trivia here. This is Cena's first Backlash since, Booch, I'm going to lean on your non-Googling wrestling encyclopedia self here to take a quick stab, you too, Desmond, at when Cena's last Backlash appearance was and who he fought at that Backlash.
I want to say the last Backlash that I can recall, I'm thinking maybe 16 or 17. Trying to remember, because I think there was one where he was in a triple threat with Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles for the WWE title. That's me not looking at Google.
How about you, Des? What do you
That's the
think?
one I can recall.
I have no idea. Backlash is not something that I'm keeping super tabs on.
Yeah. So
I will say this.
Yeah.
We're talking about a little bit of trivia here. Vinny tried to say that the Usos are not known for their submission moves. Well, if you would please just look directly behind me. We have the Usos using the Tequila Sunrise when setting it up for a splash combo, because I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
There you have it. That looks like quite a long time ago there, Damascus Des. What year is that?
That was the first time that they turned heel. So we're talking probably 8 years ago, 10 years ago.
Okay. Well, we're talking 16 years since John Cena's last Backlash appearance, as he lost to Edge in a last man standing match for the World Heavyweight Championship. I vaguely remember that match. And I don't know if my brain's making that up or if I actually remember it. You know how you have those memories where you're like, I don't know if I actually remember that from childhood or my brain's telling me I remember it, but that's the deal. And they're getting back to it. Look, this is a big deal for a lot of people. This is a big deal for Randy Orton. St. Louis is his hometown. I want to get y'all's takes on this match. The possibility of possibly getting swerved here, because listen, we've been here before, boys. Who knows? Maybe you guys know. Let's start off with our Wen's World resident champion, Vincent Kennedy Bucci. Your take on Cena versus Orton one last time.
When I heard it was in St. Louis, I had a very strong feeling it was going to happen. But there was a part of me that was kind of hoping it wouldn't, because a lot of us have felt that John Cena's last match was going to be against Randy Orton. They were going to save him to be the final guy since their rivalry. And I have heard, this is not confirmed, but there's rumors going around, they have set a date for the final match. And it is December 13th, Saturday night's main event, because it is in Boston, Massachusetts. So they're saying that's going to be the day, because he said in December he's done. So they're saying that's where his final match is going to be, on Saturday night's main event, December 13th. I thought Orton would be the guy. Now, I know I'm I'm 100% certain John Cena is retaining the title. Because I don't think they're going to have him drop it this early. But I'm now more intrigued about who's going to be the final opponent. I have an idea on who I'd like it to be. And I won't go into too much details. I know we got a lot of time, but I'll just say who better to be your final opponent than the final boss. And I'll leave it at that. But as far as this match goes, it's exciting because not only is this the last time Cena competes in St. Louis, we are seeing the storybook end to one of the greatest rivalries in wrestling history. And again, it's Cena as the heel and Orton as the face. We've never seen that before. So there's so much possibilities on where they can go with this. And they've already proven they can go physically. So they don't have to do any crazy shit to prove anything. They can just put the icing on the cake. So I'm excited for this match, how different it's going to be. But 100%, the never seen 17 is keeping it.
All right. Before Desmond, you give your take. Do you foresee any outside interference? Travis Scott rolling in, continuing his presence in these matches?
There's got to be some kind of interference, some kind of cheating. Something is going to happen here. But Orton has other enemies. Maybe Cena just uses Orton's other enemies against him. It doesn't necessarily have to be Travis Scott. It doesn't have to be The Rock. Orton has plenty of people who they could get to use against him. I don't know who it is, but I do agree with Vinny. This is a given. We're gonna Cena is not dropping a title in his first defense. It completely kills the storyline. There's no reason for it. Now, as for who better than the final boss, anybody, fucking anybody. Sin Cara would be better than seeing The Rock against him.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's I don't know. That's a bit, but okay.
Two guys who are at the best of their form in the ring are not going to put on a good match. It's not going to be a fun. To me, it's not going to be a fun story. The Rock, I don't see that happening. I don't see a reason for it. I see it being more. I would like to see CM Punk. Or if they could make it work, there's only one rival that Cena has had, in my opinion, that is as big as CM Punk or Randy Orton to John Cena, and that is Edge, if they could manage to get him back for one match. So to me, CM Punk, Edge, I would love to see JBL.
Wow.
Once again, any of those guys being the face to John Cena's heel in his final match, to me, would be amazing.
Yeah. And wouldn't it be something if it was Edge, that throwback to that Backlash match that we just talked about a little bit ago? And, obviously Cena's got to go out on top, in some way or another. He'll lose.
Not necessarily
The belt, but he's got to go out on top some way or another. I mean, he can't lose his final match, right?
Why not?
I don't know. It breaks my heart to think that. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
A lot of legends lose their final match.
Retirement matches, sure. To me, it's already known when his, when Ric Flair had, how many retirement matches did he have? Count them.
That doesn't count. Ric Flair is one of that doesn't count because everybody knows Ric Flair can't stop.
He's a wrestling fiend. He's got to keep going.
And
he'll die in the ring. Ric Flair will literally die in the ring. Like,
yeah.
That's probably where he wants to die,
Yeah. I mean, and as far as Cena losing the last match, it depends ultimately on who he faces.
Yeah.
Whoever they put him with. If Cena's going to lose his final match, it needs to be to somebody, and I've said this before many, many times during this retirement tour. Anybody young or new that beats Cena, it needs to be someone who's ready for the main event now. Not your guy in 5 years, not your guy in 10 years. Who's ready now? If you're not ready now, you're not getting a victory over Cena because it's not going to help. So who's ready now? Whoever your next guy is, that's the guys who need to beat Cena in his final match.
I could potentially see Cena holding the title all the way to that main event and then dropping the belt to LA Knight.
And I believe you and I had a private conversation where I said that.
Uh-oh.
I do not believe we did.
Correctly, I brought that up in a conversation.
Now, I still say that I don't think we've definitely talked about LA Knight needing a push, but I
Yeah.
don't believe we talked about him versus Cena.
Well, I said at one point, I said if LA Knight goes to the main event, I said whether they put him on Raw or if they inevitably make him the guy to beat Cena. And you kind of looked at me like I had 3 heads. I remember. So I just like the fact we're on the same page now. I just want to make that clear. Here on the Middle I called that first.
Yeah, I will say it. I would still rather it be CM Punk, Edge, JBL, one of his old rivals being a face for the first time against him. I would much rather be that, or maybe we finally get. Well, I would actually rather not see Cody get it back.
Agreed. Yeah.
I like Cody chasing it, but I hate seeing somebody drop it to somebody just to give it back to them and give it directly back to them. So I'd rather it not be Cody.
Yeah, we have so much time before that match, and anything could happen. Injuries could come to play, contracts could come to play. Like, we do not know what's going to happen. I've even heard a rumor that one of the Bella twins might be coming back.
I would say this. I would not hate seeing Cena drop the belt earlier, turning face again, and then winning the IC title at some point and becoming a Grand Slam champion.
Is he not a Grand Slam? Has he never won?
He's never won the IC title.
You mean to tell me that he's not as accomplished as The Miz?
Even if he won the IC title, he wouldn't be.
Nope.
2-time Grand Slam champion.
2 times. All the way around.